All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. 10 no-go. Ricky. Check nine. Hey, alert 3. 80 weapon. Get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Go.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here of this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Go. Snap.
Back to throw. Lincoln. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Mike 51. It's coming this way. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Rankin, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and long. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
And the Rams first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 60-on. Watch QB's up. Check 4. He's coming.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
The kick by Marr is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Luck. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Monday.
On first down, it's Love. They'll get this complete to Batson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Luck now to throw. And that is caught by Darius Stewart. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Here we go. 140. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. I know he ain't got it. Watch out.
On first down, Fletcher. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Box stop. Push him back. Check. 53, Mike. Check. Look at me. Zipper.
He's coming, double up.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, Rankin for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
53's a mark. 53.
Hey, do.
Set the tone, defense.
Go.
Defense, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
53. Man, let's go. Man,
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
check. 53.
Go. Get.
Looking to throw. Rankin. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw again on 2nd down. Luck, and he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check out. 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Come on.
Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fletcher. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down now. It's Fletcher. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check out.
All day, dog.
Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check out. 5.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Take it, take it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Hornets' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A 6-yard pickup.
Recon, 152 fighter.
At the 31-yard line.
Slam. Switch. Kick the edge.
Hard. Snap.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, Rankin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. From the 29, Luck.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 1st down, Fletcher. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I got it. Quo.
Here's Locke. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 15 now. Luck. And it's caught. It's Stewart. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11 B. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
It's a party now. Whoa.
From the gun, here's Locke. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, dude.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
12.
Now it's Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive. Rankin nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 51.
Back to throw. Rankin got a man. It's Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Squeeze. Now. Stay driven.
Looking to throw. Rankin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sass.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fletcher. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Line, 675.
Start defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, check.
Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Tye, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 2nd and 10 at their own 22-yard line. 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 2nd and 10 at their own 22-yard line This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Back to throw. Rankin, open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Torrey McTyer there on the tackle. To throw on second down. Rankin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Oregon.
Looking to throw. Rankin. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. Yeah.
Back to throw. Rankin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Hey, stand up!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rankin. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ben Banagoo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rankin. And it's caught. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Check out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, it's Fletcher, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the end zone, Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
57.
From his end zone, Luck on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Simple, tip of the cap.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, check. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's Locke. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Rams.
On first down, Rankin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
51, Mike 51. Stay with your man.
To throw on second down, Rankin. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You draw perfect.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. They've got a ways to go now on third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, dude. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey.
Throwing on third and long. Rankin, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play that time for the Rams. 57 yards. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And the Redskins have scored again to extend their advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
51 to Mike. 51.
From the gun, Rankin. A 50-50 ball here that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got...
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. so hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Fletcher that's shedding his way forward. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Locke. And he's got Will Tye complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fletcher. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.